It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
The race for the White House and an American city suddenly thrust into a political firestorm. Officials in Springfield, Ohio, blaming unfounded rumors and baseless allegations about Haitian immigrants for multiple threats in the city. Former President Donald Trump holding a news conference today, doubling down on the false claims he made during the ABC News presidential debate about Haitian immigrants. Trump suggesting deporting them to Venezuela. The mayor of Springfield linking the allegations to 2 days of threats against the city that forced the evacuation of 2 elementary schools today. The mayor and Republican governor of Ohio both refuting the claims. And tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania and what she said when asked about how she's different from Joe Biden. ABC's senior national correspondent Terry Moran leads us off.
In Springfield, Ohio today, school children were evacuated from their classrooms again. The FBI and local law enforcement investigating bomb threats against elementary schools, the town hall, and even city officials who say enough is enough. But former President Donald Trump, campaigning on the West Coast, doubled down today, claiming again that Haitian immigrants have ruined the small Midwestern city. And he said that if he's reelected, he'll start his mass deportation plan there.
They've destroyed the place. And people don't like to talk about it because even the town doesn't like to talk about it because it sounds so bad for the town.
Trump thrust Springfield into the national spotlight at Tuesday's debate, making this false claim that Haitian immigrants are eating pets.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
The mayor of Springfield, Ohio, the police chief, the Republican governor of Ohio have all debunked this story about people eating pets. And now there are bomb threats at schools and kids being evacuated. Why do you still spread this false story?
The real threat is what's happening at our border.
The mayor acknowledges that this city of 58,000 is under strain. More than 10,000 Haitian immigrants have arrived in the past 3 years. They're here legally under a Biden administration humanitarian policy. The mayor says his city needs help, not hate.
Anybody on the national stage that takes a microphone needs to understand what they could do to communities like Springfield with their words.
President Biden condemned Trump, saying Haitian immigrants are, quote, under attack in our country right now.
Simply wrong. There's no place in America. This has to stop what he's doing. It has to stop.
Vice President Kamala Harris has spent most of this week in the critical battleground state of Pennsylvania. Campaigning today, she has not answered questions about the situation in Springfield.
What's your reaction to the bomb threats in Springfield?
She sat down for an interview with anchor Brian Taft from our Philadelphia station WPVI, who asked how Harris can convince undecided voters.
Some people have a question, given maybe your current role as Vice President of the United States, how different you are from Joe Biden. And so I wonder if there are 1 or 2 spots, policy areas or approaches where you would say, I'm a different person.
Well, I'm obviously not Joe Biden. And, I offer a new generation of leadership. Recognizing that at this moment in time, some of the stuff we could take for granted years ago, we can't take for granted anymore. For example, another plan that I have that is a new approach is to expand the child tax credit to $6,000 for young families for the first year of their child's life, because that is obviously a very critical stage of development of a child. And so my approach is about new ideas, new policies that are directed at the current moment. And also, to be very honest with you, my focus is very much in what we need to do over the next 10, 20 years to catch up to the 21st century.
52 days to go now until election days, and the candidates are going to hit those battleground states again and again. Kamala Harris, she'll be back in Pennsylvania next week, and Donald Trump, he's going to be in North Carolina and Michigan. Whit?
Terry Moran on the campaign trail for us. Thank you.
Donald Trump held a rally outside New York City last night on the day he was originally scheduled to be sentenced in his Manhattan criminal trial. Trump repeated false claims about immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, as Harris slammed plans for mass deportation of immigrants. Rachel Scott is tracking the campaign. She's here now. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, George. Good morning to you. Between bomb threats and evacuations, the city of Springfield has been on edge ever since Donald Trump amplified those false claims about Haitian migrants who live there, and officials have warned that a campaign stop will only make things worse.
Overnight, Donald Trump telling his supporters he plans to visit Springfield, Ohio, after amplifying false claims that Haitian migrants in Springfield were eating neighborhood pets.
You may never see me again, but that's okay. Gotta do what I gotta do. Whatever happened to Trump? Well, he never got out of Springfield.
Springfield's mayor has warned against a visit from any candidate. The city has had at least 33 bomb threats.
Here would be an extreme strain on our resources. So it would be fine with me if they decided not to make that stop right now.
Trump going after the mayor at his rally on Long Island, New York.
I think he's a very nice person. But instead of saying we're getting them all out, we're getting them out. He says very simply, we're hiring teachers to teach them English. Can you believe it? We are hiring interpreters.
The Republican governor of Ohio has defended Haitian immigrants, most of whom are in the country legally, calling them a boost to the economy. The former president once again promising to carry out the largest deportation in U.S. history. His rival, Vice President Kamala Harris, calling it extreme.
Imagine what that would look like and what that would be. How's that going to happen? Massive raids? Massive detention camps? What are they talking about?
Trump also made misleading claims that he won the endorsement of one of the most powerful unions in the country, the Teamsters, which has 1.3 million members. The reality, the Teamsters announced it will not be endorsing a candidate this election. Union President Sean O'Brien stating neither candidate made serious commitments to ensure the interests of working people are always put before big business.
Yeah, both candidates were going all out for that endorsement. So we are now less than 7 weeks out from Election Day. Early in-person voting begins tomorrow in some key states. And this morning, a New York Times Siena poll shows that the race is deadlocked nationally, but in that critical battleground state of Pennsylvania, Harris has a 4-point edge on Donald Trump. That is a must-win for both campaigns.
It's kind of a confusing finding in that poll this morning as well. Your day job, you also cover Congress. Another government shutdown looming.
Yeah, we are just 12 days out from a government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson puts forward his plan. Almost every single Democrat, 14 Republicans reject that plan. Donald Trump is encouraging Republicans to reject that plan as well, urging them not to compromise. So here we are again. It's back to square one. We have seen this movie play out before, but Speaker Johnson is now searching for a plan B.
He's looking for a plan B, but as you said, former President Trump pushing for this shutdown and resistance from leaders in Congress.
Yep, and it will be right before the November election, George.
Rachel Scott, thanks very much.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 19th, years 2024. Listen. I'm just trying to figure out why so many people are supporting the chaos that Donald Trump brings to this country. The people, the mayor, the governor, the sheriff, the factory, all the people are fine with the Haitians being in Springfield. Of course, except them racist white folks who sitting up there on drug addicts and can't working on disability and don't want to do nothing. Bunch of old white folks. Fuck them. Let them go die any damn where. Let them old white folks go die. That's what they need to do. Go somewhere and die. The Haitians that are there working at the factory, living in homes that have been abandoned. Springfield, Ohio had houses like Gary, Indiana that were abandoned for decades. Nobody living in them. Empty-ass houses. They done came in, fixing up the houses, buying them, working in the factories, helping improve Springfield's bottom line. The economy's better for them, better for the city. Of course, along come them old hateful ass racist white folks who don't like nobody. You gonna cut your grass? Ignorant ass white folks, fuck their asses. Donald Trump brings too much chaos. Just too much chaos. What is the point? And I keep meeting all these black folks that say they want to support for Donald Trump, and I keep saying, "Why?" I don't even ask them. I really don't care who you vote for, because I really don't care, because y'all ignorant as hell. But I have found that most of the people who support Donald Trump are ignorant as fucking hell. Especially so, white or black, they just ignorant. Springfield, Ohio is better off with those Haitians there, working in them factories, helping bring taxes, and help keep the factories open. Factories are going to shut down, and you have enough workers. Who wants to live in Springfield, Ohio? Not many people, obviously. That's like 15,000 people showing up in Gary, Indiana. They'd be so happy to see them people. Finally, we got some people who want to live here. Nobody wants to live in Springfield, Ohio. I've been through Springfield, trust me. Springfield, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. Nobody want to live there. I graduated high school in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I didn't want to live there. My mother moved us there with her crazy ass. I never cared for Ohio. That was awful. Racist as hell in Cincinnati. But y'all seem to love Donald motherfucking Trump. I don't get it. I do not understand that. Y'all seem to love that ignorant motherfucker. I don't get it. Do y'all not see his behavior? The folks that told him, do not come here to Springfield, Ohio with this foolishness. I'm coming to Springfield, Ohio. I'm going to pack them all up and move them out. The people who own the factories, the workers, they say, hey, we need these workers. They're improving the city, improving the bottom line, improving everything. The economy's good. What is going on with you? Because he's giving... Donald Trump represents the worst side of this country. Donald Trump and that other guy that's running with him, we'll call him mayonnaise and bologna man. They represent the side of this country, the horrible side of this country. Horrible people. Racist, hateful. The governor, who's a Republican, said everything's fine there. The sheriff, who's also a Republican, says, hey, everything's crime. We don't even have no crime over here. The crime is fine. There's no issues here. The mayor, the city council, they got a few racist white folks who are raising hell because they're angry because a bunch of old-ass white people need to go someplace. Did you see y'all be heading down to Florida by now any damn way? So most of y'all white folks retired to down in Florida. Take your racist ass down to Florida and go down there and let the rest of the asses and die. Hopefully a storm and drown the asses. Look, cities have to move on. This country cannot survive without immigrants coming here to work. Those of you who don't understand that, you're dumb as hell. They have to have these immigrants here. They have to. So you're also anti-immigrant. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. And the folks who run this country are like, okay, well, this ain't adding up. 1 and 1 ain't equaling 2, because if we don't have no immigrants, who gonna work these jobs that don't nobody want? See, everybody too busy moving to Atlanta and Houston, going places. Cities are like any destination. At one point in time, before I was born, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, there were all these Midwestern cities people flocked to from the South. But now, everybody want to come back down South to burn up in these high-ass heat and pay these high-ass electrical bills on and deal with all these racist white folks down here. You just swap one racism for the next racism. Figure that one out. But, listen, I can't for the life of me figure out how Donald Trump has managed to keep this much chaos up. And y'all want to go through 4 more years of his chaos and confusion. This man is purposely creating chaos. Purposely. Now he's talking about he's going to go to Springfield, Ohio. They said they don't want that man to come there. They're like, you need to stay away from here. Why are you creating this conflict? Because he's creating this bullshit. He's creating it. But y'all support this fool. I don't get it. I'm at a loss for words here. Anyway, I had my doctor's appointment this morning about my hip. Got up there early this morning. You know what's so funny? My doctor's appointment was at 8:15. So I decided I'll give myself about an hour before I got out and jumped on the road because I'd be there at 8:15. So I said I'll leave here about 7:15. The traffic was backed up for miles. I couldn't believe it. I ran around kind of corner. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord, I should have came out to the left earlier. Normally, but should have been a 20-minute ride at the most to this doctor's office. That shit was backed up for miles. I said, Lord, have mercy. All I can do is sit there and look at that clock like, am I going to make it? I gave myself an hour. I had to be there at 8:15. I pull up out of here right at 7:15. I should have left at 7 o'clock. Anyway, I did get there. It took a minute. I passed a couple of bad wrecks on the way. That's got to be an awful feeling. You're on your way to work and then you didn't tow that shit up. I said, oh, Lord, they didn't tow all these damn cars up out of here. Were they half sleep driving this morning or something? Y'all didn't get y'all a cup of coffee or something? I had my little coffee next to me, just drinking and driving. I was trying to go. You know how you stuck in traffic? You're like, maybe I should go this way. Maybe I should go that way. What? It was too many people. I said, okay, we ain't no way getting around this morning. I'm usually not on the highway at 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that was the only appointment they had was at 8:15 one. Then I get there, I was there at 8:15. I guess that was the first appointment they got there. They saw the doctor. And all that took was 10 minutes. They didn't tell me, okay, we're going to schedule you for this procedure. I'm like, okay, we can do this over the phone. Y'all had me drive way over here. We could have did this over the phone. Really? He didn't do nothing. He didn't even look at my leg. I'm like, help. He just like, we scheduling you for this procedure. They're going to give me a cortisone shot. We could have did that over the phone. Do we have to? Don't they still do this tele-doctor thing and all this stuff? Well, they didn't stop all that shit. Y'all had me drive all the way over here for nothing? You know, I'm all prepared thinking, okay, we're going to be here. No, we got to schedule it for it. We get to do it today? I'm here now. Let's get it over with. No, we can't do it here. We got to go do it about it. But nobody told me this. But anyway, then they dropped up there $45. I said, okay, office visit. I'm so sick of this shit, y'all. But anyway, he was hoping my leg would have gotten hip, would have got better by now. He was like, you know, he's kind of the doctor who's very good. He's just kind of like, you know, he wants to give it a little bit more time before we do that cortisone. So I'm like, let's do this shit now. He's like, let's just wait a little bit. Because the prednisone did work. I had 2 rounds of it. And each time I took it, it was good. But then at the end of the prednisone, it wears off. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, old Donald Trump. Y'all still love his ass. I got to take these dogs out, too. I should have took them out before I did this video. I'm going to go down there right now and take them out. All right, take these doggies out. So, anyway, when I left, I had to drop one of these cars off at the service department. It was always something. I know life can be hectic because, you know, I can imagine having kids and having to take care of those kids and all that good stuff. But I got this. You know, I've decided that I'm just going to this fall work on. There's a few things I need to do over here at this house that I'm going to do. I am proceeding forward with the pool. I am going to proceed forward, possibly let my mother stay over here. I'm trying to get her out. First, she was all gung-ho. She didn't want to leave that building. She wanted to leave the buildings in. Now she's like, I want to stay. I'm like, okay. I said, Mama, because I was making all these arrangements for her to come stay over here at the house. There's just a lot of stuff going on with my nieces and nephews that just don't financially make sense. I just found out 2 of my nephews don't even have a car or transportation. I'm like, okay, what is going on with these guys? Something's wrong here. They're barely working. And they say they don't have cars. I'm just like, what is wrong with these? But they sit up and smoke weed all day. I'm just like, what in the hell is going on with these guys? I mean, I don't smoke weed. But I have found that everybody that's smoking this weed can't do shit with their damn lives but smoke weed all day, every day. And it's sad. And it's just sad. But anyway, it's going to be a short video because I got to go out here and take this dog out. I got to take these dogs out. Because they've been in this morning. I jumped the brother this morning to go to the doctor's appointment. We take their asses out. But y'all, I don't understand this whole voting for Trump with all this chaos. It's just not making sense to me. I just don't get it. It's not adding up. And I mean, it's like y'all want this chaos. It's like y'all. Do you all not see the chaos this man brings to this country? January 6th, we gonna go through this again? Again? I guess. He just brings nothing but chaos and confusion. Y'all seem to enjoy it for some reason. People in Springfield, Ohio, minding their business. They're doing fine. The Haitians there are fine. They're working. The governor, all the people saying, what is going on here? We don't want this man here. We got some racist, white, old people that should be on their way to Florida and packing their U-Hauls, go down and retire in Florida like the rest of them old white folks do. Instead of sitting around Springfield complaining. Time's up. Time for some new folks to run Springfield. Welcome them Haitians in there because they're about the only people who probably want to live in that dreadful city. And God forbid, I'm wondering what are they making for wages up there in that damn place. I'm sure it ain't a lot. But anyway, I like migrants and immigrants coming to this country because it keeps this country alive. Because I know we need them here. Because this house would not have got renovated if it wouldn't for all them migrants and immigrants. Electricians, they worked on this house, literally had just came from across the border, and that man did an amazing job. And every time I call him, he comes right on over. Anyway, my sister's having a problem with her heating and air unit at this damn house. I need to figure out. I'm trying to get. She does stuff so ass backwards. She doesn't do the stuff that I tell her to do. She do it the way she want to do it. Then after that, I all go a ride. Then she comes. I said, but didn't I tell you to do it this way? I don't get it. And another thing too. Speaking of my sister Lisa's a very beautiful woman. Why don't she have a man over there to help her with anything with that house? What's wrong with you women that's so independent, y'all? I don't understand this. But my sister had all these men that were pursuing her, football players, basketball players, lawyers, and all this stuff. Why didn't she marry one of these great men? But instead, she chose these niggas on the street. She chose trash. But anyway, that's a whole nother video I need to do about Miss Lisa Hampton. But I'm about to conclude this because I got to take these dogs out. They don't stay in there. I can hear them down in there. Take their asses out. But I hadn't taken them out this morning. I took them out late last night. We were out there and coyotes were running around, so I had to bring them in the house. And so I didn't take them back out last night. I was so scared of them coyotes. But the coyotes should be gone now. So they don't usually. But I'm going to take them out now. Anyway, enjoy this Thursday, September 19th. I'm out of here. And enjoy this beautiful day. I'm out.